Phil Schofield may have stepped down as host of This Morning to prevent the show from being the story, but that doesn't mean the drama has died down. How Phil approaches the next few weeks will be crucial for the future of his career, with it predicted the 62-year-old star will casually return to social media with a business-as-normal style post within the next few days. The nation is still buzzing with speculation about the state of Phil and his former co-host Holly Willoughby's friendship, following rumors of a feud between the one-time best pals, and reeling at the short and awkward on-screen tribute to Phil on Monday's episode of This Morning. Despite Phil promising fans he would see them at the Soap Awards next month in his shock statement over the weekend, some fear the veteran broadcaster will pull out of his hosting commitments and keep a low profile over the coming weeks. Phil has been quiet on Instagram since announcing his immediate This Morning exit on Saturday, with the dad of two, 62, retreating to Cornwall with his beloved mum as Alison Hammond and Dermot O'Leary hold the fort on the ITV show he hosted for 21 years. The next few weeks will be crucial for Phil in terms of how the rest of his career plays out, leading public relations advisor Dan Hughes tells The Mirror. Since his statement on Saturday, he's remained silent on social media, so people will be all over what he posts next, especially as This Morning continues without him on the sofa. He needs to decide if he's going to address the drama and speak candidly about his exit or simply ignore the saga completely. This Generation Communication founder Dan adds, "I suspect he will try a business-as-normal approach to social media, perhaps focus on his wine ventures, in the run-up to the Soap Awards, and hope people eventually get bored of the This Morning drama before his TV return next month." Despite leaving an empty spot on the This Morning sofa next to his former co-host and BFF Holly, Phil's exit from the daytime TV program doesn't necessarily spell the end of his relationship with ITV. Insiders predict the presenter will return to our screens with either Dancing on Ice, The Cube, or 5 Gold Rings following his upcoming Soap Awards hosting stint. But it's rumored Holly, who Phil described as his rock earlier this month, wants to end her TV partnership with her former pal and distance herself from him. Not only is the 42-year-old cutting ties on screen with Phil, Holly is also thought to be removing her former co-host from her personal life too. The one-time golden duo have previously enjoyed holidays together with their respective families over the years, but the former pals won't be jetting off overseas together this summer. Prior to Phil's resignation, the Mail Online reported Holly and Phil had cancelled their annual break amid rumors the pair were barely speaking off-camera. GB News presenter Dan Wootton reacted to ITV and Phil's statement about the star's This Morning exit on Saturday, tweeting, "Interesting that there's no reference to Dancing on Ice in ITV's statement. My understanding is that Holly Willoughby wants to end her on-screen partnership with Schofield altogether. Which means he will also likely be off that show. ITV should really end its association." ITV are expected to make announcements about next year's series of Dancing on Ice in due course, with it thought Phil is determined to be involved in the 2024 series, with or without Holly. Phil's This Morning fate was decided on Friday. It was a unanimous decision that he had to go, an ITV insider told The Mirror over the weekend. He was upset, but firm that if he was going to walk away he wanted to keep his roles on The Cube, the British Soap Awards, and Dancing on Ice, crucially, with or without Holly. And they agreed to the terms he laid out. As far as he was concerned, if he was going to take one for the team, they would owe him. While Phil wants to keep his role on the Cube, the ITV game show has been away from our screens since December 2021. The series, which sees contestants compete for the chance to win £250,000 by completing challenges from within a 4 meters x 4 meters x 4 meters perspex cube, first aired back in 2009, before returning as the £1 Million Cube in 2020. But in April 2022, ITV announced that the Cube was to be put on hiatus, with no immediate plans for a new series in the year, but didn't completely rule out a return in the future. There are no immediate plans for the Cube to return this year, however, as with previous series, its doors are not closed, an ITV spokesperson confirmed last year. Another game show hosted by Phil, 5 Gold Rings, has also been off-air over recent years, with the last series coming to an end in December 2020. But following Phil's abrupt exit from This Morning, ITV bosses may be keen to revive the Cube once again to keep the under-fire presenter happy following the star agreeing to step down from This Morning. Writing in a statement shared to his Instagram stories on Saturday, Phil penned, "I have always been proud to cover fascinating stories on This Morning. But recently This Morning itself has become the story. Throughout my career in TV, including the very difficult last few days, I have always done my best to be honorable and kind. I understand that ITV has decided the current situation can't go on, and I want to do what I can to protect the show I love. So I have agreed to step down from This Morning with immediate effect, in the hope the show can move forward to a bright future. I'd like to thank everyone who supported me, especially This Morning's amazing viewers, and I'll see you all for the Soap Awards next month." His former co-host Holly also took to her Instagram stories shortly after to acknowledge his statement and thank her one-time best friend for his knowledge. Writing over a peach background, the mum of 3 penned, "It's been over 13 great years presenting This Morning with Phil, and I want to take this opportunity to thank him for all of his knowledge, his experience and his humor. The sofa won't feel the same without him." Follow Mirror Celebs on Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter and Facebook.